You do take jokes in good spirit. So I want to ask you, what's your favorite meme? Or it could be more than one. But in recent times, which meme actually made you laugh a lot?
I think the funniest one was I had conducted a very routine ceremony in a temple in Kerala, which is smashing a coconut. We do this in many places. In fact, even on the day of the election, I did it at the Ganesh temple in Trivandrum. It's a very popular tradition. You smash a coconut, partly because, of course, coconuts grow profusely in the south, as I believe they do in your part of India also. And therefore it's incorporated in many rituals and so on. Even to this day, when India launches a ship, a coconut is smashed against the hull of the ship, whereas in the Western world, it's a bottle of champagne that's smashed. For us, it's a coconut. So anyway, I was smashing a coconut, and people took that photograph and they put it into a lot of hilarious memes. One of the funniest one was they put me in a picture of a cricket match, and it looked like I was throwing the coconut on the wickets, you know. That kind of thing I found quite funny and amusing, the imagination of these people. And there were others where they had me throwing it on some BJP leaders and so on. The whole thing was made into a joke that here I am throwing this coconut, and they just imagined different targets in their memes. It was quite funny.
Apart from yourself, who are the other leaders that you find interesting in terms of the memes being created? Means memes are created on probably every leader. So who are the ones who actually you find most interesting?
No, look, I think if the meme is funny, I don't particularly care who it is. And it's not only about political leaders. There are memes on some of our movie stars. There are memes on Mr. Akshay Kumar's interviews with Mr. Modi. All of these things happen, and it can be quite funny. Your India Today cartoon series about politics, sorry, what is it called? So sorry. Some of those are funny, some of those are less so in my view. But what I like is somebody is applying their imagination and their creativity to make people think in an amused way about things that otherwise we always take seriously. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I was a big fan I remember when I was working in Geneva for the UN almost 40 years ago. The French television used to have a show in which they had puppets playing the various politicians. They had outrageous antics by these puppets. But it was a terrific way of sending up very serious issues in politics. I'm very happy that you in India Today have come up with this cartoon. That's also one way of, and even though I've been a target in half a dozen of those, I think, it's all part of fun. I think let's understand whether we like the politicians or not. Things they say and do have an impact on our daily lives. All of us as citizens of India, whenever a young person says to me, I'm not interested in politics, I always tell them that's a pity because politics is interested in you. The fact is that politicians are taking decisions every day that affect your options in life, your possibilities, your anything that you choose to do, the subjects you study, the job opportunities you get, the countries that will give you visas. I mean, everything is actually decided because of political decisions made by these people. So you better be interested. Otherwise, you won't get the government you believe you deserve. So this is why I think humanizing politicians, joking about them, laughing at them is all part of the game. Let the politicians be accessible in people's minds, even in this way.
The other Congress leader who is subject of loads of memes apart from you is Rahul Gandhi. Which one is your favorite meme on him? I want one for Mr. Modi also.
Yeah, I think Mr. Modi gets far more memes than Rahul Gandhi. The problem with the Rahul Gandhi memes is some of them are unfair and cruel, to be honest. Too many of them assume a certain caricature of him, which is really far from the reality. And because they do that, a lot of the memes are catering to reinforcing that stereotype. So I wouldn't even say I have a favorite meme because I've not seen enough memes where, an innocent aspect of his character is being portrayed. It's always trying to lower him in the estimate of people.
For a change, you were being what you were exactly, a diplomat.
Well, I think sometimes you need to be a little diplomatic, which not our meme makers are very often not. Similarly with Mr. Modi, I mean, there are also lots of cartoons, not just social media memes, but cartoons in newspapers and so on. And many of those are pretty cutting, but that's fair game. I mean, Nehruji famously said to the cartoonist Shankar, don't spare me, Shankar, because he was constantly the object of cartooning. Let me just not give you the impression that I'm spending all my time studying memes. But if I find a good one, I'll send it to you and you can add it to your show when you broadcast it.